And I need to have on my silk muumuu. I'm going to order another one.
Come on, Sil.
Oh, I went home and put on my silk muumuu.
We're also totally ready.
We're
like,
ready.
totally ready.
I ready. Oh,
you recording?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Jeez,
Okay.
Louise.
Let's
Y'all
do it.
don't
Oh my
care about us,
gosh.
but that's okay.
Here we are.
Welcome back to Black in the City.
What is that?
And I didn't say anything.
Welcome back.
Was I doing that?
Are we a gang?
I didn't even notice I did anything.
You were just acting like a little chess player when you did that. Welcome back. Gang, gang, gang.
I was actually rubbing my fingernail because it's jagged on the side. I did not actually. She was trying to do the little
dangly thing. Let's go.
That is so funny. I didn't mean to do anything. I was like,
are we doing a new sign? Is that how we start?
No, that's the jagged edge of your fingernail dance, obviously, because that shit is irritating like fuck.
Let you do your dance, baby doll.
That's okay. Welcome back to Black in the City, where we obviously do not have our shit together, but it is episode 133, and we are so pleased that you are here with us. Okay,
infused with
what I'm saying? Yeah, we got some snacks, so we're gonna have a little Black in the City snack edition.
Right.
Again.
You let me know when you want me to grab it because I got some good hands.
Okay. But as usual, this episode is brought to you live, coming from Mead Street Studios, of course, produced by Hrvst. You know what I'm saying?
House. You see my shirt?
Yeah, we lit.
Some dogs in the house.
Got these peaches going, you know what I'm saying.
Oh, man. I'm feeling so nice and ripe.
Come, bitch.
In my olive. Dad,
come on, nice and ripe. You are
I'd make a great dad. I'm telling you.
Silly. I can't even take it. I hate it here. We don't have a weekend update today for you guys because this episode is pre-recorded for you because some of us have things that we have to do, and by someone I mean me. But that is okay. We're pre-recording it, so don't be sad about a lack of a weekend update. We'll give you a breakdown on episode 134. We'll catch up with you when we catch up together. However, we have snacks, and I want to tell you what they are. However, so cute. Okay, before we get into the snacks, I got to tell you who made us the snacks, and I want to show you our packaging. If you're listening, I don't know what to tell you. They kind of are they're like very earthy, and it's this cute little brown packaging. They look like they're like vacuum sealed. That reminds me of like a Capri Sun kind of package, like the new grown up Capri Suns that they've got going.
I love a grown up Capri Sun.
Me too. I hope they keep doing it after the pandemic because those Capri Sun like drinks or drinks with tops on them are so much better and so much safer for women. But I digress. It's way more fun.
Wow, I didn't even think about it.
Yeah, there's probably way less roofing going on right now because you can't put shit in our fucking drinks. But I digress. Okay. This cute brand, all right, is called Mother Tongue. And we had a little, rant over there, but I feel very strongly about drinks at the bar. But this is called Mother Tongue, and it is so cute. Black owned, okay? Well, not necessarily black owned, but person of color owned. Yeah. I'm staying with it. Don't worry about me.
Don't worry about me.
But, okay, I'm going to tell you all about what we have in front of us and what I have in my hand. If you're listening, just pay attention. I'm going to tell you. So Mother Tongue is a business started by Sharda. Am I saying it right? Okay, good. I was really mad that I was going to say it wrong. And she's a community member who is passionate about using food to bring community together. She is right up my alley because I love to eat. When she's not hosting pop-up dinners for Mother Tongue or brunches, so I need to sign up. Thank you. She is always working on selling dal kits, which is what is in my hand. Can you hear it? It's a package of yummy lentils.
Come on, lentils.
And the spices to go with them. Okay, so dal is a really common dish in India. And it's kind of like a curry. The lentils look amazing. And so for those of you who are lentil eaters, it looks like a very awesome way to put together your own kind of curry. So I love it. And it makes cooking dal, if I could talk, a really easy process. Don't worry about me. You've been here for a while. But if you want to check her out, which you totally should, you can find her on Instagram at _mother.tongue for more information. And so in front of us, though, she has made us a separate snack. It's not a dal kit because we don't have hot water to boil it and make that here in the studio. So we're going to imagine what that's like. Right. But for now, we are going to eat these very delicious potatoes. I don't know what seasoning is on them, but they look like they finna be bussin'.
Y'all know I love taters.
Can you do it again? What?
Taters.
Okay.
And then we have...
tell us what the sauce is called. Do you remember?
Some sauce.
Maggie, sweet and spicy? Hot and sweet. Maggie, hot and sweet. Come on, hot girl.
Maggie, hot and sweet. Come on.
Good.
For a hot girl summer or a warm girl fall. Hey, let's do it.
Okay, Sierra, take the first bite. Tell us what it's like.
I don't know. Okay, so I think I should do
potato by itself before you try the sauce.
Okay. Let's try it.
That's how I feel.
Okay.
Just try the potato. Ew, ASMR.
Very well seasoned.
Okay.
Not too much salt. Love it.
Okay, I like that it was like kind of crispy on the outside, but still soft on the inside.
Yeah.
You know?
And
I'm not a big potato girl at all, so.
It's giving me healthy fry vibes.
Like air fryer vibes.
Yes. Yes, and it's like, because sometimes things get too salty, and this is just, the seasoning is perfect. Dip it. Come on, you better dip your little coin potato.
Yeah.
How does it feel?
Oh, that sauce is bussin'.
Wait,
now our girl did not make this sauce. However, I need to find out where this sauce is sold because that sauce is A1 right now. I don't know what else I'm gonna put it on, but probably some chicken, something. But I like that. It's not that spicy. Shut up.
Yeah. I think so. This is the thing. I'm not a big spice person for a number of reasons.
You eat all of my food.
And after, I end up in the bathroom. It's good, but I just like, my stomach be like, it'd be like, my stomach be on some Odell Beckham. But really, I like it because it flirts with enough spice
and
for a person like me who likes to flirt with spice, even though it bothers my stomach.
Yes.
Because my facial expression was probably a bit much, but it was just because when I put it in my mouth, it started to explode.
It did tingle on the first. It did tingle with that spice.
Because the more that you get it in, it starts to. It just the flavor is really explosive.
Yeah, not explosive.
Not like a bang, Not
but like a pow.
Yes, sweet.
I really like it.
It's like sweet. It really warms you up. Like it starts off sweet. It's like a Sour Patch Kid.
First they're sour, then they're sweet. Except first they're spicy, and then they're sweet. Okay.
First they're sweet, then they're spicy.
What she said. Okay, we do have our first bite question. So Sierra, you got to answer first. Ooh, okay. I want to know your business. What city has never failed you for a hookup?
Don't you look at me like what has failed me. What city has never failed me for a hookup?
Yeah.
Well, let's just say Vegas.
I knew you were gonna say vague. On my heart, I felt Vegas was coming.
Yeah, and that could mean a number of things. So
we're just gonna leave it at vague.
We're just gonna leave it at that. We'll leave it the vague at Vegas.
Yes,
I put the vague in Vegas because what happens there?
Put the horror.
Don't nobody need to know. Yeah, I put the itching bitch. So let's do it.
Come on, snitchy bitchy.
Snitchy bitchy. Yeah, that white woman's up.
From Chrisley Knows Best. She's
crazy.
So funny. She said, I'm going to have to tell. She said, all right, snitchy bitchy. He said, what did you say? She looked him dead in the face and was like, snitch bitch. Like,
right. Since you don't tell on me.
Right. She looked at him like I said what I said.
These potatoes is purple too.
These red but purple potatoes. I made vegan burgers last week, and I swear I was in the kitchen feeling like I was Tab. I was in there like got my red but purple onion because that's my business. I was cutting up the avocado, like my tomato. I had everything, and I was like, "That's how she be talking." And I felt very good in my kitchen. And then I was eating, and I ate it, and it was so good. And I literally was like, I swear, in my brain, I was imagining that it was a Tab video on TikTok or on fucking Instagram. I was like,
I wish there was a hidden camera watching you eating that.
I annihilated that burger.
Tomatoes like coming down your face.
It was very delicious. I'm not really a messy eater, so that didn't happen, but it disappeared in a hot second.
Yeah.
But Tab would be so proud of me, you know? Anyway. Oh, you said Vegas, right?
Yeah. What's your city?
My answer would have to tell
the truth. Tell the truth.
I'm going to have to go ahead and say Barbados don't fail.
Well, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's going to be down. I'm going to leave that one where that is also.
Yeah.
Because we're not on a snack in the city. We're on black in the city. So there's we
put
no
the bad
details.
in Barbados.
We're gonna let that be what it is. Shut up. There's no bad.
Yeah.
In Barbados, but like
yes, bad. Yeah, same thing.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. You are so silly. So I know we're keeping this episode short this week, you guys, but we did want to talk about a couple things that we thought would be really important, especially as the seasons change.
Yo,
right?
for real, y'all need to support Mama Tongue. Get that sauce.
Okay.
That was good. That was all up in my tongue.
Well, Mama Tongue can get these doll kits because I'm pretty sure this sauce you get at the store, right? Sauce you get from the store. We're gonna find out where it's at because I need some, and we're gonna tell y'all where that sauce is from. Right? Okay, that's what I need.
Tell us, yeah. Mm-hmm.
However, we do see that the weather is changing, or we would see it if the sky wasn't burning. We would be able to tell what the sky actually was looking like. But I see the leaves starting to turn, which means it's fall, which in Seattle means it's about to be dark. Dark for about 9 months. The sun's going to be gone until about March in a hot second. You know, we do really have, I mean, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but like we have a really nice fall. So hopefully the smoke doesn't last very long. But once late October comes, it's pretty much a wrap for us here. And it's interesting. We will have a winter where we're isolated more than normal, right? And Seattle, typically in the winter, it gets really rainy and kind of gross. In the first couple weeks, I feel like people don't do as much. But then after it kind of settles in, people are back to like going out to the bars and doing stuff because you don't want to just stay inside for the next 9 months. Like nobody can do that except for the fact that now we'll have to, right? Like there isn't anything to do. Most things are closed. And so it was different dealing with COVID in the summer or in the spring where the sun was still out. You could still go outside and go for walks and get fresh air, whereas that is far less appealing in the winter when it's raining 80% of the time. You can't just go sit at the park or go for a walk because outside is pretty much over for us here. Right. Unless you're one of those people who like to go out and walk in the rain, but I'm black, so I don't really do that. So me and my hair don't align to that. So that's not for me. So
my hair is curly.
Okay, I mean we can get wet, but I just feel like pause. But I just feel like
wow.
Okay, I just feel like it's always so much to deal with. It's like, and I gotta twist it up or do something else because it got wet, and I just don't want to do it. But like if I have to, I can.
Yeah, it's a lot ticking.
But we say all of this, or I say all of this to say, and it is not going to be surprising that mental health is impacted by that, right?
Yeah, like, even more so.
Even more so, people are already have a hard time with mental health in the winter here in Seattle because it's dark for 9 months. And then let's toss in, COVID for some razzle dazzle. And we've got ourselves a whole different kind of beast for the winter. And
so don't forget to sprinkle a little bit of seasonal depression on it.
Okay, just for a little salt bay.
Just for a little thing. But I think that's a real thing, especially when you're a person that lives in Seattle. Seasonal depression is quite a thing. Totally. Because I know for me, when the sun is out, I can do anything. Like I
ready.
Can
beat anybody.
Right. I can whatever. I can take any man. Like, I'll be ready.
Oh, y'all better hide your kids, hide your wife. Okay.
Hide your husbands. I don't want the kids. Can't
don't want the kids.
Yeah, so keep the kids. But I think it's really important to find healthy ways of coping.
Yes.
And I always encourage people to like find therapists or whatever therapy means to you. And therapy can come in different forms for people.
Come on,
like it could be I was trying to wow. But like it could come in the form of like music therapy. Like, sometimes like, if I listen to some music, like my mood will change or whatever the case is. And so one thing that I have been doing recently is I've been journaling.
Come on, journal.
I've been journaling and, just saying like what my feelings are and like, in that moment, just being able, because sometimes I feel like I vent to my friends a lot, which is fine. But, me being a person that a lot of people vent to, I know how it feels to constantly having people dumping stuff on you, and that impacts you. And especially with like, I can only speak for myself. I'm an empath. So I can just feel all that stuff and all that energy. And I end up getting overwhelmed on top of getting overwhelmed with things that are going on in my own life.
Mm-hmm.
So my therapist had just suggested, he's like, get a journal. And me, I am not the person that keeps up with journals or diaries. Like if you go to my parents' house,
diaries.
Yeah, seriously, you go to my parents' house, like I have so many different diaries like in there and stuff. And I've never just been able to be consistent with it.
Yeah.
So, but he was just like, no, he's like, you don't have to be like consistent with it. Just anytime you just have a thought, just, you know what I'm saying? Just write it down. And it's very therapeutic. Like, you know, I be in my journal.
Yeah, go ahead and cough or COVID cough.
you know what it is. Anyway.
It's only allergies, kids.
Yes. Allergies. I'm telling you,
and
smoky.
Really bad for you people with the allergies.
Smoke. Yeah, so essentially just writing down, and it could be anything. Like, it doesn't have to be all formal. I might start off a journal entry with like, so this is the bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
I
like,
hate it here.
I write all my feelings, like, you know, just saying that, or being able to talk to someone. I've said many times, like when I tend to like to go and hide and be alone when I'm sad.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not always a good thing. Because, you know, I'm the type of person where I'll be like, I don't want to talk to my friends, or I'll just be like,
you better talk to
short or whatever. And so when your friends are like trying to force you to come out, like, just, you know, just try and try to take that help. You know what I'm saying? When your friends are trying to, you know, help you out or, you know, cheer you up or whatever, just take that, because on the times where I could have easily been like, no, I'm not about to do anything. You know, I'm just going to stay in the house. Thank goodness I have friends that are like, excuse me,
bring your stupid ass
you're
on.
coming anyway. And so, you know, I'll go and hang out with those friends, and like I end up, you know what I'm saying? I end up having a good time and happy that I decided not to be alone. And so I'm thankful that I have, most of my friends are like that, you know.
Here for you, girl.
Well, you know, not most of them, but, you know, they know who they are. The ones who do it know who they are.
Shut up.
Yeah, but essentially, just try and figure out before you get to a point where you feel like you're sad or depressed, what are your ways of coping? You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of us, you know, you might have a drink or whatever, but like, what are the things that you can do to cope when you have to be your raw, authentic, sober self? Like, what are the things that are going to sustain you? What are the things that are going to keep your mental going? Yeah, you could smoke some weed, but after the high comes down, then the problems are still there. So figuring out a way to problem solve, figuring out a way of what works best for you, knowing what your escapes are and avoiding them. Yeah.
There's a lot you can, and I love all the things that you suggested. I know that for me personally, I know that this COVID, like the isolating part of COVID, has been particularly tough on me as an extrovert, and not being able to go to work and not being able to go places that I'm used to going. I never thought that I'd be like, I want to go to work or want to go to the office, but I literally cannot wait to be able to go to work, which I will not be able to do at least until next fall. So it doesn't matter at all. I don't have an office, but it's, you know, you've got to I had to figure out, okay, how do I still stay happy and, you know, pour into myself, even though I'm not getting the same kind of energy that I typically would. And I have been thinking about this very topic because I'm actually really, really afraid of being in Seattle during COVID when things are closed, because right now I can go outside, I can go places with you guys, like we can go to restaurants and do stuff because there's an outdoor portion. But once the rain comes, there's no longer outdoor spaces that are safe, you know, COVID friendly, you know, lots of air to be, because it's raining. And so there are no patios or anything to do. So it'll be way more isolating, far less to do.
Right.
And I've been thinking about like, okay, like what makes me happy, or what, you know, how can I kind of zone into myself? And I really love coloring, building things. And so I actually looked in Lego. Has actually been going all the way up. Like their sales are going all the way through the roof because people don't have shit else to do, and can build these really intricate Lego sets. And so I'm actually getting ready to figure out what one I want to buy, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to just get a couple Lego sets and spend time, you know, putting them together just like you would do a puzzle or anything like that, but be able to just have something that you can do in your free time, that you can, you know, think about whatever you want to think about, but without, you know, necessarily spending all of your time in front of a television. We spend so much time in front of screens right now. We go to screens for our work, and then when we want to get away from work, we get on our phones or we watch TV, which is just another screen. But you can't be like, oh, I'm going to go out and do something. Like there isn't anything to do, or it's not safe. So we're doing a lot of screen things and not really a lot of brain things. And so I'm trying to find ways to be creative and use my brain and not only sit in front of a screen in order to keep myself healthy and happy. I don't know if I'll journal, but
whatever works for you. Or reading, like reading is the one interesting to you. I'm reading a book right now. I'm reading The Proposal right now. That's cool. And then also
Black lady wrote it.
It's good, and you can tell. That's why I love it. And I'm about to, after that, I'm going to read a book that's about the behind the scenes of The View with all the ladies.
Interesting.
So I'm going to check that out. Yeah. I've watched the show a little bit, but yeah, just things like that. Or even like, people say it all the time, but exercise if you can. Like I know for me. Oh,
hell yeah. I'm obsessed right now.
Putting on, like I have my little playlist where I play like most of it is the trash talking female rappers or like some stuff that gets me super hype. And like I that's a total mood changer for me. Like I remember when we had, what did we have? It was like the day of our 2nd year anniversary live show. I think it was it was like our live show. And that day,
last year.
Last year.
Okay.
Yeah, last year. Damn. And I remember the day before.
We've been out here for a while.
Yeah, the day before I had a really bad anxiety attack, and the next day I was just so flustered and over it. So I got up and I was like, let me listen to some India RE to center myself.
Come on, center.
And my best friend was like, nigga, if you do not quit playing and put on some Meg Thee Stallion,
get up.
Yeah, so then I put on some Meg Thee Stallion. I felt much better. I think I love India RE, but for that moment, it was like bringing me down because I'm listening to this somber music. Like I don't have time.
That's for a nap. So like when it's raining outside.
So listen to something. You know what I'm saying? Like I literally like you moving and getting that dopamine and all that kind of stuff, getting those endorphins in, it will literally change your mood. Like listen to what I like to do if I'm feeling a type of way or somebody has made me mad, especially if it's like a dude or something made me mad. I like to listen to some trash talking female rap and then hit them squats and be like,
come on, cakes.
If he dies, he dies, type thing. So but do whatever. It does not, like, whatever makes you feel good, like in a healthy way. Like it does not have to be cookie cutter. Whatever works for you, whatever makes you happy. Like you don't have to like sit in the bathroom and meditate for 15 minutes if that's not your vibe. Like you don't have to do that. If what works for you is listening to some hardcore violent rap music,
then do that too.
Do that.
To keep the violence in the house. Though.
Yeah. Keep the violence
not
in the house. But don't do it. Don't project.
Right, don't.
But use it to take out, take out your frustration, your energy type thing. There we go. So, but if y'all have any questions, any other things that you guys use
or ideas,
shoot them to us because I'm always open to something new. Because I'm telling you, COVID is a lot. Okay,
and she gonna be here until at least next fall. So strap in.
Yeah, strap in.
It's a long road.
It's a long road,
It's not
brother.
Going anywhere. But we got stories from y'all listeners.
Let me read this story real quick.
Ooh, okay. I want to know the tea. What we doing?
Okay. Hey, what's good, y'all? You can call me AJ.
Hey, AJ.
I'm originally from Tulsa, Oklahoma, and I've been listening to your show since I came into town a few weeks ago. Hey.
Thanks for listening.
We love it. I'm here in Seattle for work and we'll be around until the end of October. There's this girl I met from Texas. Let's call her Meg.
Hey.
And damn, she bad.
Come on, Sally.
We've been grabbing coffee at the park a couple of times a week. Come on, that's so cute. And I can feel we have chemistry and attention rising. Ooh, what kind of tension in the pants? I got a girl back home. Let's call her Annie.
Shit.
See, nigga. What? Let's call her Annie. Why her name got to be Annie? Okay.
Well.
Okay, but he said he been dating her since. This is AJ? Is man?
I think AJ is man. I think so.
Who I've been dating since the beginning of high school, so back in 2011. I love her, but as a black man, I've never felt welcome in her mostly white family.
Oof, that's why her name is
Wait, is she
Annie.
white? Is she white?
She probably is. That's why her name is Annie.
Dang.
So.
Oh, that's all you had to say.
Right,
having this time away from my situation, I've been wondering if I settled down too fast or you should go back black. What should I do,
come
y'all?
back to the winning team.
P.S. Meg put me onto the show. Much love, AJ.
See, Meg sound like a real one. That's all I know.
This is a thing, okay?
Tell us what you think.
Red or yellow, black and white. I do not support you
cheating.
Even if you haven't gotten in her. Haven't put the Johnson in the cup. Even if you haven't done that, I don't support men spending time when you have a girlfriend. Like if you guys are doing it platonically, but if y'all on some romantic stuff, if she doesn't know you have a girlfriend, I don't fool with it.
Nope.
But the thing about it is, what you need to do is that I think that you need to have a conversation. You don't have to. First of all, that whole like high school stuff, I think it's cute, but also I think in a sense, it can also be detrimental because you don't get a chance to really explore yourself. Not necessarily saying that you have to have a whole phase, but I'm saying that you don't get a chance if you want it. Everybody don't need to get their rocks off in the whole phase, but if you do, no judgment. Hey, get it off. But I think it doesn't give you a chance to really explore and discover yourself without this other person that you have. You guys are literally growing up together. So I think that your concerns in your relationship need to be addressed first before you decide to do whatever.
Independently of Meg.
Yeah, like I think that needs to happen. So if you need to take some time off for your girlfriend, don't let it be because you just met this new girl or whatever.
You might drop some dick off real quick.
Yeah, don't let it be. Don't let your temporary feelings mess up like a lifetime of opportunity with another person that you truly love.
Right.
Like if you want to take some time off from your girlfriend that you've been with forever, and you have voiced your concerns about not being welcome in her mostly white family, and you feel like you need to take some time, then take some time. But don't take some time honestly. Not because you fooling with a girl and you having coffee with her, because I can't stand that, nigga. Right. Oh, you got a whole girlfriend in another state, and you're getting like, imagine how your girlfriend
you off the
feels
leash for a couple of months, and look how you
right. Now you ain't getting no doggy treats. And so, but you think about it though, it's like, think about how you would feel. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you are the shoes on the other foot, like my faithful man that I have been with since 2011 is now in another state, and I'm here, I'm missing him, and I'm supposed to trust him and all that kind of stuff. He's out taking this other heifer out to coffee. At the pork? At the pork?
Hell nah.
Nigga, it's Smokey. Like, are you kidding me? You're acting crazy, and you already, this ain't no platonic state. You said she bad, so that means that your Johnson is over there, is rising in your pants, in your corduroys. So quit being bad, huh? Yeah, and I don't like that. You need to have a conversation. Have a conversation.
But leave Meg out of it.
Yeah, but shout out to Meg, but don't, you know what I'm saying? And make sure that she knows that you have a girlfriend, because that's raggedy. Come on, now, damn.
These niggas here. But that is a perfect segue.
Another potato.
I don't have...
What's the last question?
I don't have nothing to add because Sierra said it, but it is a perfect segue to our last question. And the last question, okay, is if the single life is the way to live.
Hell yeah.
Abdul feels very strongly about this.
Many people in the room would agree. I think the single life...
You got something to tell us.
What do you have to say, Abdul? What's up?
I agree.
Abdul agrees.
You got to pick up the mic just to say that. Why do you agree?
Why?
Huh?
I just think it's nice to be able to focus on yourself fully. I feel like in a relationship, you brought up good points earlier about being able to share your space with somebody. But I feel like for a lot of people, especially our age in this time, there's so many things that we need to do to figure out what truly makes us happy before we bring somebody else into it. And
very true.
Trying to find your own happiness and make sure somebody else is feeling cared for and tended to is very hard.
Come on, tender.
Like team single.
Yes, me too. No, I think it's in a sense because one thing that my mom has always taught me is that you want to make sure that you are a whole person before you attach yourself to somebody else in a relationship. People think two halves make a whole. No, you need to
two holes make a hole.
Two holes make a hole.
Hey.
Yeah, so but you want to make sure that you're in that space because I think it's great that you can grow together in a relationship, but you want to make sure that you are mentally ready for that. Like obviously you connect with somebody, it happens. But I think the single life I think both lives are great if they're healthy.
Yeah.
So I think that when you're single, that when you're taking advantage of that time, it's great. You're taking advantage of it, you're getting to know yourself, you're being open or whatever. Because a lot of times, it's just like with anything. You're always going to find something when you're not looking for it.
Girl.
You're always going to find it when you're not looking for it. Love comes to you at the most inconvenient times. And so it's like you would be better off if love comes to you at a time where it's like, I'm working on myself, and you just kind of naturally flow into it. Like, be open, but work on yourself. And you should always be working on yourself, even with a person. But it's like when you're with someone else, it is sometimes it happens. You neglect yourself sometimes, and it happens. Like everybody, because people be like, oh, because in our generation, it's always about memes. You should be in a relationship with somebody that's watering you and da-da-da-da-da. And it's like, yeah, you should.
Yeah,
but then,
shut the fuck up.
But it's like, nigga, sometimes when your partner gets depressed and they can't even lift themselves up, so they can't lift you up. So what you gonna do if you're not a whole person? Like, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's always good to have that love. So that's all I got to say.
Well,
My
I'm
DMs
in the
are still
other
open.
camp, obvi. However, single life is great. I'm excellent at being single. Liked it so much, but I like being single. I like it better, like not being single. And I never thought I would say that, but you know, I enjoy it in a way because, all right, the way I enjoy it is because we're two whole people, right? Like, if I'm going to be happy, I have to be happy independent of my partner or my relationship, because your relationship is work. Relationships are hard work. It takes work every single day to have a happy and successful relationship, and every day will not be a happy day. And if you aren't happy as an independent person, like, you can't bring that positive energy to your relationship. You can't deal with whatever the conflict might be if you don't have a secure handle on yourself, what you need, how you need to manage it in order to bring that to your partner for that to be successful. So I'm aligned with, if you aren't a whole person, if you got shit you need to work out as a single person and work on yourself, like, that is always the best way to go, because you won't be happy in a relationship either if you aren't happy by yourself. But what I do think is interesting, or the key to, for me at least, to have remembered is, like, I always used to feel like, okay, I have to be here before I get to a relationship. I have to have this, and I have to do this. I have to, I have to have all these things. Like, if I'm secure and healthy and happy in myself, and my mind is right and other things are together, then that's really all that matters. Because a big part of being in a relationship is that you're never, like, as a human, you're not static. So you're going to spend most of your time in your relationship with the person, growing as an individual with that person. And so there isn't, like, this one finish line that you have to be at before you can be like, oh, I can commit to somebody. That's not true. You're gonna work to accomplish other goals again and again and again and again in your relationship. And if you're with the right person, that person is gonna help you accomplish those goals and knock them down. And, like, we were talking about it offline. It's the best thing to be in a relationship. You get to be around your best pal and hang out with them all the time. And there's always, always food. So I have no complaints. People buy you food. They feed you. They hang out with you.
That's true.
You always have somebody to watch a movie
with. The downside to that
with.
is that you get to hang out with your best pal. They're always there. Oh! No.
They are there.
As a person.
But they don't have to be there if you don't want them to be.
Used to, like, right. They gotta be here. And for me, as a person that's always used to, like, living, like, alone.
Same, sis.
I, like, dead ass, we know this. I went through some COVID experiences where I was freaking chef's mama, huh?
Okay, come on.
And it feels nice to just worry about me.
And just mind your own business. You're right.
Yeah, it is. So
when you're ready for a relationship, and when the right person comes, and like you said, Sierra, they usually come when you're not expecting it. Yeah. Like, and they will come and literally punch you in the jaw, and you'll be like, oh, okay, like, this is what we're gonna do. Then all the things, like, I feel like that's what happens when, like, love and relationship comes, where you, like, never
life
expect
does slap you real hard
for it to fucking show up, and it be kicking doors down, like, bitch, what's up? Like, we're in here. And I feel like all the things that we think about that we wouldn't do, or we feel like we can't do, when you're with the right person, you don't even think about it. It just works. It just is when you're with the right person. When that kind of shit is hard, is because not the right match. Like, you're not supposed to be doing it.
And that's the thing, though. Relationships are hard. There will be hard spots. Your relationship with yourself is hard. So it's a lot of work in progress. Just make sure that your mental is cool. Is hard. Just make sure that you're in a place where you're happy. At the end of the day, your happiness matters. And you're the only person that controls your happiness. So in or out of a relationship, make sure that you have your things together, or that you're working to get them together. It's a lifelong process. You're never going to be perfect. Like, you're going to be imperfect with the person that you're perfectly supposed to be with.
Come on, perfect.
So that's the thing. So whether it's with a man, a woman, a dog, cat, or a fish.
It better not be a dog, cat, or a fish.
Or a bottle of champagne.
Okay, well, the bottle
be imperfectly perfect with a bottle of rosé.
Hey, we like that.
Too.
Kita, I noticed you rolled your eyes when Sierra said hotation.
Huh.
Everybody needs a rotation.
No, yeah, when she said you might not
you roll
need,
your eyes?
because I feel like
everybody needs one.
A hoe phase, and by hoe phase I just mean like everybody, especially women. I will shout this from the rooftop because
shout it.
We are not taught about sex from our own perspective. We are taught about sex from the male's perspective, and that we are there for the man to have fun, and it's about them being satisfied, and we are almost always really left out of the conversation, which is why you hear women who say like, I didn't have good sex till I was like 30 something, and I'm like, bro, what? Like, you've been having sex with men, and men don't have to fucking learn how to be good in bed for women. Like, they know how to have sex that makes them feel good. And like, if you get yours, they be like, hope you figured it out. Like, don't care. And so we like are left with the short end of the stick. And so then for so long, like, we don't even know what we like because no one has ever bothered to like, we don't talk about it. Men haven't bothered to like try to help you figure it out. Okay, come on, potatoes. But like, the reason why I feel like every woman should have a phase where it doesn't, not a hoe phase, but where you're like,
discover your body,
discover yourself, sleep with some people, try some shit out. You want to sleep with the girls, sleep with her, see how that feel. Like, try this shit on, because niggas will not. They're not doing it for you, and you will run into men, and there are many, and I'm positive that there are at least 3 of them in this room that take care of the women when they sleep with them. However, not very many men are. Not every man is like that.
Or said, "Nah, no." he said, "Wow, right. Don't be telling my business."
I know y'all know what to do. Okay.
However, if they don't know what to at this point, they should know what to do.
Okay, but men don't start out that way. So like, you don't start like the first time girls like when we sleep with men. It's really you be trying to figure out like, is this what it's all cracked up to be, or like what is it that you're doing, like. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, one of the things that my mom taught me, even though, because I feel like my mom, I grew up in a traditionally Christian household.
Come on, traditionally Christian.
I mean, but there was still nigga things happening.
Yeah.
So it was my introduction to sex was, don't do it. I will know when you do it. Now,
damn.
Okay.
My
mom would always be a thing, and like it would always be a thing. But like as an adult, I've noticed like the more like she started to unpeel like her life with me. Yeah, literally. One of the things that she told me, like, she's like, I got married, young. Like, she got married like, mid early 20s or whatever, and then she waited to have like kids. Mm-hmm. And so she was like, yeah, just before you get married, make sure you get it all out. Before you get serious with somebody, like that's gonna be your person, make sure that you get all the things out that you wanted, so that you won't be entering into a toxic relationship with somebody, messing them up, or like AJ.
Okay.
Messing around with Meg. Like, get all your things out. Get all your fantasies out, or whatever you want to get out. At least
the things that you won't be able to do with a partner. Like,
if
you want to be able to sleep with multiple people, like, you're probably not going to be able to do that with a partner. However,
unless they
right. But you might find one.
Unless they need 3.
Maybe. But, there are things that you can try with a partner, okay? Come on, need 3. But there are, some things you could try with your partner, and that's all fine and good. But there are some things that might be on your sexual bucket list that, like, are not kosher, are not copacetic for, a committed, relationship. So make sure that you do what you want to do.
Yeah, if you want to learn how to give yourself a fist, I mean, do that.
What did you just say? All right, see, this is where the podcast is over. This is the end of the pod. We've reached Sierra's end of her line.
Listen, people want to do those things. I heard.
We have gotten to the unreasonable time of the night. We can't do it. I can't even do it. She said.
I'm just saying.
Fisticuffs.
People are into a lot of different things.
A lot of them?
Yeah.
5 different things
on this show.
We don't. I will not yuck your yum. However.
Don't yuck my yum, because
you could just, I don't have nothing else after that. I don't got nothing else.
We should do a tater.
All I'm saying is make sure you
bussin'. We need to put that on some wings. Yo,
bruh, fire.
We need to figure out what the sauce is ASAP, because I need to make some wings.
Some chicken wings, like from Whole Foods, like I told you. All I know is you need to bust down in a way that you feel good, empowered to do whatever that looks like for
whatever
you.
Is safe.
It doesn't necessarily mean a rotation, but I mean spend time feeling good, figuring out what feels good to you, because then you can tell your partner what you need, and that leads to a very healthy sex life with a partner. So
right.
like,
Get a couple toys and nipple clamps, whatever you feel. Come on.
Have a little toy box. These niggas are catching on and they are into it. I'm just
right.
saying.
Get a toy box so he can get into your treasure chest.
Hello. Mm-hmm. And with that, I don't got nothing else to say.
Me either.
And
you
if we let her talk
that.
anymore, she gonna start saying some really outlandish shit. So we are gonna cut the shit.
There's a lot of taters going on.
Yeah, eat the taters. And while her mouth is full, may the tummies get flatter and the booties get fatter. And we're gonna see y'all next week. Bye. Before you start talking about